Today, our topic is the truth about overnight success. It's a myth. Let's talk about something we've all seen or heard about, the idea of overnight success. You know, those stories where someone becomes famous, rich, or successful, seemingly out of nowhere. We see it in the news, on social media, or in movies. A person goes from being unknown to a superstar in what feels like a day. But here is the truth. Overnight success doesn't exist. It's a myth, a story we tell ourselves because it sounds exciting. The reality is much less glamorous but far more inspiring. Let me explain. When we see someone achieve something amazing, we often only see the end result, not the journey. We see the award, the product launch, the viral moment, but we don't see the years of hard work, failure, and persistence that came before it. Think about it. How many times have you heard about a musician who became famous overnight, only to later find out they've been playing in small clubs for years, writing hundreds of songs, and facing rejection after rejection? Or an entrepreneur who suddenly becomes a billionaire, but in reality, they spent decades building their skills, learning from mistakes, and failing multiple times before they found success? The truth is, what looks like overnight success is usually the result of years, sometimes even decades, of invisible effort. Let's take an example. Imagine you see a tree growing in a forest. One day it's tall, strong, and full of leaves. You might think, wow, this tree grew so fast. But what you don't see is the years it spent underground as a tiny seed, slowly developing roots, pushing through the soil and surviving storms, droughts, and harsh weather. The tree didn't grow overnight. It grew because it kept going day after day, even when no one was watching. Success is like that tree. It takes time, patience, and a lot of unseen work. Now, you might be thinking, but what about those people who really do seem to succeed quickly? Fair question. Sometimes it does look like someone achieves success faster than others. But even in those cases, there's almost always a backstory. Maybe they had years of practice in a related field, or they were building skills and connections behind the scenes, or maybe they were just lucky. But here is the thing, luck is not enough. Luck might give you an opportunity, but it's your hard work and preparation that let you take advantage of it. As the Roman philosopher Seneca once said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So, even when success seems sudden, it's rarely just luck. It's the result of being ready when the chance comes. This idea is at the heart of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. Stoicism reminds us that success is not about quick wins or instant results. It's about consistent effort, discipline, and resilience. The Stoics believed in the power of small daily actions. They knew that real success comes from doing the right things over and over, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching, even when you feel like giving up. This is why Stoicism is so relevant to the idea of overnight success. It teaches us to stop chasing quick fixes and instead focus on building a strong foundation. Let's talk about failure, because failure is a big part of the journey to success. Most people are afraid of failing. They see it as something to avoid at all costs. But here is the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every successful person you admire has failed, often many times. What makes them different is not that they never failed, but that they kept going. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Think about that. It took him thousands of attempts to create something that changed the world. If he had given up after the first failure, or even the 100th, we might still be using candles. The lesson here is clear. Failure is not the end. It's just a step on the path to success. So, how can you apply this to your own life? First, stop waiting for overnight success. It's not coming. Instead, focus on the process. Set small, achievable goals and work on them every day. Maybe you want to start a business, learn a new skill, or get in shape. Whatever it is, break it down into small steps and take one step at a time. Remember the tree. It didn't grow overnight, and neither will you. But if you keep going, you will grow stronger and taller day by day. Second, embrace failure. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every time you fail, you learn something new. Every time you fall, you get a little stronger. Think of failure as feedback, not as a final judgment. If something doesn't work, figure out why, adjust your approach, and try again. The more you fail, the closer you get to success. As the saying goes, fall 7 times, stand up 8. Third, be patient. This might be the hardest part. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want everything now. Fast food, fast internet, fast results. But real success takes time. It's not about how fast you start. It's about how long you can keep going. The people who achieve great things are the ones who stay committed, even when progress is slow. They understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. Finally, remember that success is not just about money, fame, or awards. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about growing, learning, and contributing to the world in your own unique way. Don't say your journey to someone else's. Your path is yours alone. Focus on what you can do today to move forward, even if it's just a small step. Over time, those small steps will add up to something big. In conclusion, the truth about overnight success is that it's a myth. Real success is the result of hard work, persistence, and resilience. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard, and doing the work, even when no one is watching. It's about embracing failure, being patient, and staying focused on the process. So, stop waiting for a miracle. Start building your own success one step at a time. Remember, the tree that grows strong and tall didn't get there overnight. It got there by growing a little every day. And so can you.